Hey everyone, welcome back to Goodness in the Everyday. The other day it was raining plums, so what I've got here is a kilo of plums and I'm going to make plum jam. Jamming is a very easy process. It's not something to be afraid of. All you need is good fruit that's in season, of course. The whole point is to use your excess fruit that you may not consume fast enough from your trees. Our best friend when making jam is pectin. Now, pectin is the green taste that you get from unripe fruit. That's why I've picked both very ripe fruit and green plums from my tree to make jam, because pectin is what sets your jam. Pectin is also rich in other things like fruit seeds or even citrus peels, and that's why I'm going to be leaving my seeds in to strain out later. So what you'll need is a kilo of fruit to 500 grams of what they call jam making sugar. Now, jam making sugar, as you can imagine, is perfect for making jam. And why it's perfect for making jam is it's rich in our friend pectin. So in fact, you actually need less of this stuff than you will of regular sugar, which is a bonus when you're making jam and when you're consuming sugar, because sugar is not really our friend around the waistline, but our friend making preserved fruits. So I've washed my fruit and I'm going to get started just halving it, and we're going to cook it down into a big heavy base pot before I pour it in pre-sterilized jars. Now, to sterilize your jars, all you need to do is wash them well and dry them in a 100-degree oven, 100 degrees Celsius. Another way you can sterilize them is by pouring boiling hot water just out of the kettle all over your jars. I prefer the oven method because it's super easy and it dries your jam jars for you as well. So let's get started, and I hope you enjoy the jam sesh. Voila. So I'm going to cook my fruit down with just a little bit of water in the bottom of the pan so that nothing burns, and hopefully this will cook down nicely, and then I'll start adding the sugar. Cover your fruit with a lid and cook on a high heat for about 5 minutes until it drastically softens and a soft pulp oozes from the fleshy fruit. Grab a spoon and help the fruit dissolve by stirring it around, making sure that the bits on the bottom don't stick but get rotated to the top every so often. Now you can add any herbs, spices or flavorings to the mix. I've decided to pop in a few cloves of cardamom. Boil your fruity soup down to a thick and luxurious consistency, stirring occasionally and avoiding the droplets of molten fruit from your arms where you can. Kids, stay away from this part. After a good 5 or 10 minutes of boiling, when you're happy with the texture and thickness of your fruit pulp, it's time to add the jamming sugar, quickly stirring it in to dissolve and marry with the liquid. Keep the heat as high as possible because now we're trying to set the sugar in action. Stir, 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 and after a good 3 to 5 minutes, start testing your jam consistency by spooning a touch onto a plate and popping it into the freezer for a minute. If you get a nice skin forming on the top of your fruit puddle, you know the sugar has set and the jam is ready to go into the jars. Turn off the heat and pour the lot into a colander, big sieve or a chinoise over a huge lipped bowl or jug. You need a lip to pour the hot liquid into your jam jars. It makes life much easier. Some people use a funnel, but I personally don't like pouring hot things over plastic. Quickly fill your jam jars while the liquid is molten hot so that it can sterilize the space once more. Fill, cap and flip your jars upside down as the lid area is most prone to bacteria. Cool properly before labelling and storing. And there you have it, a Ponytail plum jam with my very own cardamom twist. Feel free to try this out with any fruit of your choice. Stoned is best with this recipe. This thing here will last you in a dark, temperature controlled cupboard for over a year. Give it to friends and family. It's a really thoughtful gift. And once you've opened this, keep it in the fridge for best keeping. I hope you have a great jam sesh, and this is all for me. Until next time, happy jamming!